Choosing a comfortable seat on the ground. Crossing your legs, resting your palms face down on your knees. And these first couple breaths, just softening down, yielding into the earth, relaxing your shoulders, your elbows soften, your throat. Each inhalation, finding a little more length out through the crown of your head. Each exhalation, a deepening of your roots, your sit bones into the earth. Feeling both the support beneath you and your ability to rise up and lengthen. In the busyness of our daily life, it's so important to take some time to settle in, turn our attention inward, get grounded, rooted down through our legs, really feeling this connection from our lower body down into the earth and the support that is always here for us. This practice is excellent to do anytime you're feeling that you're having a lot of energy moving upwards, up into your head, your busyness, your to-do list, and you just want to bring it down into the moment, get present. Receiving a couple more full deep breaths here. And then transitioning onto your back, tucking your knees in towards your chest. And as you hug your knees in, feel the full length of your spine resting into the support of the ground, gently beginning to rock a little bit left and right, massaging the length of your back, your spine, into the earth. Exhaling, empty out through your mouth. Each inhalation through your nose, exhalation, letting go. As you tuck your knees in even closer, bringing your feet into your hands, happy baby. Your knees, thighs dropping back down towards the floor. Continue this rocking motion. Now deeper hip opening, deeper resting of your spine into the earth. Moving slowly. So part of the grounding practice, one of the keys of the grounding practice, is to move slowly so that you don't add to that rush and that sense of somewhere to go, something to do. Releasing your feet, bringing the soles of your feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. Just opening your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Resting for a few breaths there. Full deep inhalations, exhalations. Letting your chin continue to drop in towards your chest. So if you feel like your head is tipped back, just adjust accordingly. Taking your hands to the outside of your knees, drawing your legs in together. Pause for a moment with your feet planted into the floor, the earth, and then cross your left leg over your right leg. As you close the space between your legs, drop your knees over towards the left side. Your arms are out at shoulder height in a T position. And the weight of your left leg helps draw your legs down towards the left, a reclining twist. Easeful spaciousness being created along the side ribs. All along, full, deep, slow breaths anytime you want to, exhaling out through your mouth. So it's a wonderful grounding practice to do anytime. If you don't have time for a longer yoga practice, or you're in a stressful kind of situation where you're feeling you're in your nervousness or you're up in your head, just exhale out through your mouth and you immediately feel yourself come down into your roots, into this moment. Drawing yourself back to center, uncross your legs. Recross with your right leg over top so that you can drop your knees over towards the right side. You can turn your head to look out over your left arm. Really settling in here to your twist, letting yourself unwind. So often we're concerned with the next posture, the next movement, the next moment, and especially in vinyasa flow. And there's always this option to slow it down, to really connect in with your breath with each movement. And especially for a grounding practice, you want to give yourself enough space, enough time in each posture to really settle in so that no part of you feels rushed. There's absolutely nothing to do right now. You've chosen to be here, at least for these few minutes. Uncross your legs, rest your feet back into the floor, and then wrap your arms around your knees, hugging your knees in, rocking back and forth, massaging your low back. Preparing to activate the core a little bit more. Release the grip on your legs, release your palms down into the floor, tuck your knees in, and roll forward onto your feet. Each breath, inhale, rock forward, exhale, rocking back. Inhale, forward, and each time as you come forward onto your feet, you can come up a little bit higher. Lift your hips a little higher away from the floor. Reaching forward, rolling back. Inhale forward, exhale back, using your own momentum, your own core strength. Until eventually you come all the way up to standing, reaching up towards the sky, rooting down into the earth, palms over your heart. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Even balance between your 2 feet. Just feeling your feet grounded into the earth. Once again, inhale, exhale, sighing out. And turning to the side, step your feet wide apart, about 4.5 feet. And then turning your right toes out 90 degrees. With your right toes turned out 90 degrees, lift your arms up to shoulder height, lengthening out, reaching out through your right fingertips. And then release your right hand down either to the ground or to your shin. Left arm reaching up towards the sky. You can adjust your head here just a few times, looking down towards the ground and then gently rolling your head to look up. Space around your throat, your neck. Full deep breath, leaning back in the space behind your heart. Imagine you have a hand of support behind your heart. You're resting into that as well as reaching out through your legs into the earth. Support in all directions. Your arm sweeps overhead until your left hand eventually comes down onto the mat. Shift your feet so the back foot turns well in, and now all your toes are facing forward. You're leaning over your right leg, lengthening out through your spine, balancing either on your fingertips or if you have blocks nearby, you could always have those under your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen out through the crown of your head. Keep dropping the outer edge of the left hip down towards the earth. Reaching back through the left heel, firm, and inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Pause for a moment, just feeling the power of your own legs supporting you here, firm, straight legs. And then shifting back to neutral, back to center, before turning left. Left toes turning out, Right foot parallel with the edge of your mat, arms lifting, and exhale, lengthening out before you release your left hand down your leg, right arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Again, shifting your head, looking down and then up, creating space for your throat, back of your neck. Continue rooting down through your legs, really reaching through your back leg, outer edge of your right heel, pressing down. So often we're imbalanced even when we're standing on 2 legs, 2 feet. So can you find the 4 corners of both feet and root down into the floor, into the earth? Reach your arm overhead, spinning all the way down until your right hand comes down to touch into the floor or a block. Then turn your back leg in. Right toes turn well in. And you're bowing forward over your left leg. Bowing into your own steadiness, your own stability. Lengthening out through the crown of your head. So it's not about how deeply you can fold here. It's about finding connection through your legs, through your own body, your own foundation of being into the earth. Can you feel the support that's coming from within you? And then inhale, rise all the way up from that support to standing, steady legs. Stepping forward, standing back in Tadasana. So we return to this steady mountain pose, balancing evenly between the 2 feet. A few full breaths here. Inhale, right heel picks up off the floor and starting to make circles with your right leg. So as you rotate your right leg in circles, you're opening your hip, but you're also giving yourself the opportunity to access stability and grounding through your left leg now. So your left leg is holding you here, and you might find that you're wobbling. It's no problem. Starting to open your hands up, feel spaciousness in your upper body, and then draw your right foot to your inner thigh. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Find a steady point to gaze at. So if our attention is constantly moving in all directions and we haven't found one still point to focus our attention on, it makes it a lot harder to find balance. Not just on our yoga mat, but in every life situation. So take this moment to practice, finding your still point, finding your one point of focus to steady your gaze on. And then lifting your foot from your inner thigh, tuck your knee in towards your chest, and exhale, starting to tip forward and extend your right heel back behind you. And as you continue to tip forward, eventually your torso is parallel with the earth or moving towards parallel. Only lifting your back leg to the degree that the outer edge of your right hip can still drop down towards earth. So if we were to put a glass on your low back, it would be stable. And then bring your hands down and inhale, right heel reaching up towards the sky. Just for a moment, bowing in deeply to your steady left leg, and then step your right foot back, coming into a lunge. Lunge is brief, and you just slide that left foot all the way over until you land on the floor, on the ground, in pigeon. Walking your hands in as close as you need to so that you feel the support coming from your hands, but also from your hips, balanced between the 2 sides. Exhaling yourself down towards the ground, and as you come down towards the ground, walking your hands forward, taking a moment to really settle in here. I'm going to spend some time. Continue to roll the face of your right hip down towards the floor, top of your right foot, rooting into the earth. Long, deep breaths, deep belly breaths, letting go. Spilling out anything that you've been holding on to, anything that you've been carrying around that's been creating more of this upward moving energy, and not upward in the sense of creativity, and more positive movement, but the spinning your wheels kind of feeling. Just let that go. Deep, full exhalations. Walking your hands back in under your shoulders as you inhale, starting to press yourself all the way back up. Roll your shoulders down your back. Full breath. Enjoying that moment of back bend before you draw your right leg all the way around over your knee to prepare for a twist. Seated twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. And starting to open up towards the right. Each inhalation, again, lengthening up out through the crown of your head, full length of your spine. And each exhalation, a little bit more deeply moving into the twist. And drawing back towards center. Undo your legs. Pressing down through the soles of your feet, rocking forward once again, drawing up from your core and all the way up to standing. So you really have to use your roots and your core to rise up all the way to standing. Once you're rooted down and standing, once again, opening your palms, softening your shoulders, and picking your left leg up. Starting to make circles with that left leg. Keep your upper body relaxed. So often we get the upper body, especially our jaw and throat, involved in balancing. But can you keep these places soft? So you're really allowing yourself to find your steadiness, find your strength through your own legs, especially your right leg in this case. Trust yourself. You are strong enough. You are steady enough. Coming into Vrikshasana with the left foot to your right inner thigh. Palms together. Focus your gaze on a still point. Drawing your knee in towards your chest. And starting to bow forward. Extend your left heel back behind you. So slowly reaching out through that left leg and out through the crown of your head. Take your time to find your steadiness here. Rolling the outer edge of your left hip to face down towards the floor. Just another moment, reaching back. Extending evenly out through both heels, so it's not just the standing leg. Bring your hands down and extend your left heel high up towards the ceiling, bowing in. Bowing to your own strength, your own wobbliness, steadiness, however you're showing up. Step your left foot back. And from your brief lunge, walking that right foot over and softening down, melting down into pigeon. Letting the face of your left hip turn down towards the floor, right sit bone rooting down. And then walking your hands forward, offering your heart towards the earth. How would you move if you were truly offering yourself up to the earth? Truly letting go into this miraculous support that's always here for us. Literally the ground beneath your feet. Walking your hands slowly back in, underneath your shoulders, pressing yourself back up, rolling your shoulders down, Rocking over towards your right, draw your left leg around. Left foot steps towards the outside of your knee. And then wrapping your right arm around your left leg, left hand is back behind you. So you're tenting your fingers to give you that support and lift, lengthening up your spine, softening your shoulders. Each inhalation, a little bit more length through your crown. And each exhalation, deeply twisting in towards your left leg. Slowly unwind yourself under your legs. And just straightening your legs so that the whole back of your leg gets to rest down into the support of the earth beneath you. Fingertips behind you to inhale, lift up a little bit, and then reaching your arms forward. Exhale, soften in. So this isn't a striving, reaching forward kind of forward bend. It's not about going to your full maximum depths. It's more about how can you find this subtle release, this melting into the earth. And then shifting onto your back, coming down into Shavasana. In Shavasana, just turning your head side to side a couple times, settling in so the back of your head feels like it's resting completely, comfortably. And then your arms, legs, feet, all the way down through your body. Balanced, even, easy resting. And let yourself stay here in the Shavasana, resting into the earth, really integrating how supported you truly are, how nourished you are by just slowing down, dropping in, and simply being. With nowhere to go and nothing to do. Staying for as long as you like. Namaste.